Welcome, I'm AJ, and this is on Magic and Folklore. Hello again. I hope you're all well. Today I'm talking about my friends the shrooms. Yes, mushrooms. I'm doing a recipe of mushroom ketchup and a spice that you can use for spell work as well. It nourishes your body and heals others at the same time. So I think you can't go wrong there. Mushrooms are a good food. They're great for macro and micronutrients, and they give a meaty flavor to dishes. They provide you with carbs, protein, minerals, fats, and fiber. Some varieties are high in vitamin D and C. In this case, I'm using Portabella, which is high in vitamin B, phosphorus, selenium, copper, and potassium. They're also very useful in healing the body, healing the mind, particularly for PTSD and helping treat certain cancers. At least research is showing that this is possible. Scientists are now catching up in that way, doing testing, particularly in treatment of PTSD. They've found that it reduces the amount of damage in the brain, which is significant. But also, microdosing of psilocybin while in treatment for cancer has proven to help in the healing process. I'm not going to say that it actually cures it, but some people do claim that. Some varieties are luminescent in appearance and glow, and you can find them in caves and in deep forest groves. Now, let's talk a little bit about the folklore of mushrooms. Mushrooms, particularly in the Fey folk traditions, are a sign of their presence. Where there's a mushroom circle, they've danced there in the moonlight at least 1 or 2 times. And they say not to disturb that area without leaving an offering. Myself, I give an offering of water because it's the easiest and less likely to do harm. Now, let's get into the recipe. The inspiration for this recipe came from a YouTuber called Townsend. He does a recipe from the 1700s, and it's great. I'll leave a note for that in the show notes so you can follow up on him. He is a great font of information on colonial America and recipes. Now let's get to the recipe itself. Mushroom ketchup. 1 pound portobello, chopped roughly. 1/4 onion, minced. 2 cloves of garlic, minced. 1½ teaspoons kosher salt. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. 1/4 cup balsamic vinegar. 1 1/2 cups water. The water comes at the end when you're ready to cook the recipe. All ingredients, except for the water, of course, are mixed in a bowl, and then you wrap that bowl, the top of that bowl, in cling wrap, put it in your fridge for 24 hours, longer if you want more liquid to seep out of the mushrooms. And then you can put it in your slow cooker for about 8 hours, and then turn it off, let it cool for about 25 minutes, and then strain the mixture and press out as much of the moisture from what's left as you can, and save the bits and bobs at the end, because you're going to take that and put it on a lined baking sheet and dry it in the oven, and then let it dry overnight or a couple days even, if you have a safe place to keep it where it's not going to be molested by our little nasties. And then you can grind that up and make a spice. Now, you can take that spice and use it in place of black salt. Just add a little bit of your incense, your burnt incense ash, and whatever spell workings you've worked on before that you've burnt something, you can use that, particularly if it's a healing spell. You can use that to make potent spells with this healing herb that you just made. That's about all that I have for you today, but you can research a lot of this. The psilocybin is a great bit of research. Look into mycelium networks as well, because they interweave everything on Earth, and they mimic the same as the dark matter filaments they've found in space. In this case, it's very much so above and so below. Alright guys, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.